Hello teachers, today I am going to discuss Intermediate Level Project 102 Solution. The name of the project is Space Exploration. The goal of the project is you've learned about the timer component and some blocks related to it. Inside this project, you will practice what you've learned and create a simulation for space exploration. Student can also refer to the storyline in order to understand the logic that needs to be applied here. To start the project, the student has to click on the project template and then they can log in to Thunkable with their respective credentials, remix the application, and after it is remixed, then they have to rename the project as project 102 and can start making the changes. Now the design is already done for this project and some part of the coding is also mentioned in the template here. Then there is a step-by-step process that needs to be followed to code. There are some hints that have been given which is right here at the bottom of the page. So the student can refer to the hints in case they are not understanding anything. Okay, now let's quickly understand the design. So in this project, we have used one screen and the canvas component. The canvas component has three sprite types, that is sprite type spaceship, sprite type stars, and sprite type meteors. We have also used the timer component in the invisible component section. So let's click on it. Now here the interval set is 10 seconds and we have enabled the loop switch. So as we all know what loops does, it repeats the count after the set interval. Okay, student can click on the live test to check the design. Now let's move to codes. So as per the template, the variable game state with the true logic is already declared. We are going to declare our second variable, that is the display space rock with the false logic. Now, in order to use the canvas load event, we can click on the event section and we can drag the code from here. So we are seeing that when canvas loads, we want to start our timer to start counting in seconds. And then we, by putting the repeat while loop, we will check if the game is running. Then we are saying if the app variable game state is equal to true, we are going to create a runtime sprite. That is the sprite type stars with the random integer value for the x-axis between 1 to 280 and y will be 0. We will also go ahead and set the component's y speed, which will be 100. Okay. Now, inside the loop, we will check if the timer has reached 4 and we call it as a timer condition. This is what I am referring to. So, after this condition reaches 4, then we have to set the app variable display drop to the true logic. And if this is true, then we are going to create the next runtime sprite, that is the sprite type meteors, again with the random value for the x-axis between 1 to 280 and y as 0. We will also set the app variable display rock to the back to the false logic. Now inside this block, the set components image, we are going to use the set components image number block and set its image number randomly between 1 to 3. Similarly, we are going to add the set components y speed and the y speed we are going to set it to 30. Now at the end, we also want to mention that we are going to remove the stars and the meteors as soon as they touch the bottom edge of the screen. For this, we are using the collide event, and so the first one, we are saying that when the sprite type stars collide at with the bottom edge, we are going to use the remove code from the add and remove section, that is here, and we will use the sprite component to remove it. Similarly, we are going to say when the sprite type meteors collides with the bottom edge, we will again use the remove sprite option. So that is all for the code for the coding for this project, and student can again click on the live test to check if it is running appropriately. Now once they are done, they can click on this link, they can copy the link, and in the project section they have this option to paste the URL, and then once they click on the submit project button, the project gets submitted. That is all for this project. Thank you.